guys, welcome back to Shauna For Real, where I keep it real. You already know what it is. And today's video is going to be a back to school video. I'm just going to be sharing some tips and advice on some things that you should know when going off to college, whether it's your first time, you're already enrolled in college, and you're just returning back after your summer break. And these things I'm sharing with you today are just stuff that I wish I knew when I started off college, because I didn't really know much. Once I got into like my last couple years, that's when I kind of like realized like, oh, I should have did this, that, when my first semester. But I made it, so I just graduated a few months ago. So I like to share some of these tips with you guys so you guys can have a successful college experience. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And don't forget, guys, like, comment, and do not forget to hit that big subscribe button down below, because Shauna For Real, we about to get it poppin'. If you don't know where to start, here's the place. Keep watching, because I'm going to give you 4 major steps. First things first, how to start. A lot of people will tell you pick something that you're passionate about, that you enjoy doing, and that you see yourself doing for the rest of your life. Which is a little bit true, but most importantly, pick something that you can tolerate doing for the next 40 to 50 years, because majority of times you're going to be doing the same thing up until retirement. So once you found that thing that you enjoy doing, do your research, because many people fail to do this part. Research the skills you need, the schooling, such as programs, where they're offered, characteristics you may need, and also, most importantly, the pay, because pay is mostly the drivers of picking a certain career that we choose. And that also has to sustain the lifestyle that you want to live. So that's another thing you have to think about. If you want to have the house, the cars, you want to travel, you're probably going to have to get a good paying job that can sustain all that. And also, you have to think about if you want to be family oriented. So if you want to be family oriented and you're thinking about becoming a surgeon, that probably wouldn't be the best route to go, just because surgeons basically live at hospitals and probably won't have time for their families as well. So I don't know why I'm bobbing my head like that, but yeah, they probably won't have times for their families. So once you did some of that research, another step in the research process is to talk to someone that's been in the field for about 10 to 15 years, because they can give you that real life experience advice that you need, such as like, are you taking work home? Do you have time for your family? Are you constantly working everywhere you go? Things along that nature. Now for number 2, once you found that career path, you did your research, and you're already enrolled in your program, the first things first is picking courses. And as you guys know or may not know, that there's 2 types of courses, where there are your mandatory courses, which you already know what that means. They're required, you have to take them in order to graduate. And you also have your elective courses, which you also still have to take, but you have a little bit of options there, because you get to choose what you want to do. So like, I did business and I was able to take like a nutrition class. So just things like that. And you also have in online courses. Like, online courses can be for your mandatory courses and for your electives, but I highly don't recommend taking online courses for courses that are more advanced. Take them for more of like electives. I wouldn't suggest taking them for like statistics, something like that, where you can't get the in-person experience that you need with your professor. And also, I highly do not recommend taking online courses if you are not self-disciplined, because missing 1 week of online courses can put you back a lot. You have to constantly be online, checking what's going on online as well, because missing 1 day it's serious. So when picking your schedule, I highly recommend picking a schedule that best fits you. So if you know you're not a morning person, don't go and select courses that start at 8 a.m. because what's going to tend to happen is you're going to end up being late, and then you're going to end up missing content of the lecture. So usually you're offered 3 different timings for courses. You have your morning courses that usually start at 8 a.m. Then you have your afternoon courses that usually start at 3, and then you have your night courses that usually start at 6 and go on until 9. So you have a little bit of flexibility, so you can still work around your lifestyle. So if you have kids to take to daycare, you can start school like a little bit later or start in the morning, and things along that nature. And also, when you're picking your courses, a lot of people don't know this, but I went to George Brown. This is in Canada, guys. So I went to George Brown, and we had the option to research our professors. So once you pick a course, beside the course name, it will tell you your professor that's gonna be teaching the class, and you can punch them into this site. It was called Rate My Professor, and it will tell you everything about the professor. Like, are they mean? Do they give a lot of homework? Do you need a textbook? Is there long lectures? Are they boring? Stuff like that. So if you're looking for that certain type of professor, that's a great way. That's exactly what I did. I researched every single one of my professors, and I always ended up with good professors. Because you can just look at the reviews, and it's students that are writing these reviews, so you know they're honest. So number 3 is finances. And for this one, I'm going to be talking from a OSAP perspective because that's what I use to attend school. So once you apply for OSAP, on the website, it will show you a breakdown of everything. It'll show you how much your school stuff is going to cost, your tuition, and it will break it down to how much money is going towards your schooling, how much money you're getting for yourself for personal use. And out of the loan that they're giving you, some parts are a loan and some parts are grants. So the grants is money that you don't have to pay back, so it's free money towards your tuition. And the loan part is what you have to pay back after you're done and you're graduated school. So usually for OSAP, they split your money into 2, because for a whole school year, you're having 2 semesters. So for your first semester, you're getting a chunk of the money, and then once the new semester comes around, you're getting the other half. So on the website, it'll show you the breakdown of everything. So it's a perfect way to budget your money. So I would say breaking it down into school materials, such as like textbooks, school supplies, and if you're taking a certain course that requires like certain tools, transportation, living, food, and also bills, and probably just extra stuff that you just want to do. And I'm telling you from now, OSAP does not give you like $10,000 to keep for yourself. Like, it honestly depends on everyone's situation, but like I highly recommend getting a part-time job throughout school, because it will help you a little bit more than what just OSAP's giving you. But when you're budgeting out your money, you could budget it, like say if you're taking the bus and you have to buy a Metro Pass every year and every month, and the Metro Pass costs us $100. I highly recommend adding up all your Metro Passes for that first half and taking that chunk of money out of the money they're giving you, so you know if every month that your transportation is covered and you don't have to worry about it. Another thing is food. I highly recommend not buying food on campus and purchasing food in the grocery store, cooking it and bringing it for lunch, and also buying snacks, because you're going to spend way more money at school buying their foods there, because they're a little bit more pricier than the ones that are on the streets. Even though, like, say there will be pizza outside of school, and the one on campus is a little bit more pricey. So I highly recommend bringing lunch, packing snacks. It will save you way more money. You don't even need to eat at school. It's just not worth it for me. A lot of people don't know this too. You can also apply for bursaries in your school. I didn't know that till like my second year of college. So you can go on your school, mine is called StuView, so it's like for students, where you can check like your grades, your payments, and all that stuff. So you can go on there, and there should be a section where you can apply for bursaries, and it depends on your situation. It depends on certain bursaries too that you're applying for, and you'll get free money. If you guys don't know, bursaries are free money that you could just use toward your schooling, anything you want, and that's just money you don't have to pay back. So that's the really good part about that. But one last point I wanted to add to finances, which is a major one, is textbooks. Textbooks are expensive and can cost you an arm and a leg. Like, they can range from anywhere from $10 to $400 for one book. So what you do is, when you're first starting and you're getting to your course, wait at least 2 weeks to see how your professor works, to see if you're really using the textbooks, because majority of times what happens, you buy the textbook and you end up opening them once throughout your whole semester, and then your money's just gone down the drain. So wait those 2 weeks, see how your professor works out, and you can also ask your professor, like, do we need the textbook? And if they say it's not mandatory, don't even bother going out to the bookstore in your school and buying a textbook. Just either you can buy them online on Kijiji for half the price from other students that attended the school. You can go to your local library, like in your school, and you can get the textbooks. If they have every single textbook for each course, you can read them, you can photocopy them in the library. And also, your professor teaches with PowerPoint slides, and they usually post them on Blackboard, that's what it was called for George Brown. It's like where they post all your assignments when they're due. They'll be posting the slides there, and you can also study off of that. But majority of times, like, they're more dot notes, so you're gonna have to read the textbook to get a little bit of more information. But I did fine. I'm telling you, I got A's and I got B's off of just reading PowerPoint slides and going to the library, photocopying books and looking at books. Like, you don't need to go out and buy all these brand new books, because my first semester I spent $400 on books, and I wish I didn't, because I could have saved all that, because there's so much different resources to get all the information from the textbook, or without buying the textbook, I should say. So the last one is number 4, and that one is school services and opportunities. And these services and opportunities you pay through in your tuition, and many students don't know that they even pay for it, and most of the time don't even end up using them. And there's many opportunities and services that your school offers, such as tutoring for any program. And at my school, I know tutoring was offered by a professor or by a student, so you have the option to choose. And we also had workshops for anything, literally studying, organizing, fixing your resume, cover letters. They also had job posts where they can help you, job postings on like the site, and they would also help you apply for the jobs. They also have counseling if you need to talk to someone about your career that you want to choose or about your program. There's so much services that they offered, and it's crazy that a lot of students don't even know about it. And they also have like events, so they would have like job fair events, networking events, and a lot of the job fair events, they're big companies that are basically connected with your school, so it's really good to get in with them. And the networking events, it is very important. It's not even important just for the events, it's important for your whole time being at college, because it's good to network with your professors, your peers, anything, because you never know along the road where like someone can help you out or you can help someone else out. And I remember a professor telling me that they were able to get some students jobs too just from networking with them. So I highly recommend making a LinkedIn account. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a professional Facebook. And if you don't have one, most likely you're gonna have one once you get to college, because the majority of the times your professors make you make one as a assignment. And also you can keep business cards with you. If you don't have like a business, really, you can just do like student cards, which just have your name, your school, your program, your email, and your number. So you could just easily just give that out if you want to connect with someone. And I highly recommend connecting with people and networking, because it's really important, guys, and your professors will tell you that a lot. As you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So stay connected with those people. They will definitely help you out along the road. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it very beneficial. If you guys want me to do a more detailed video on any like topic for school, let me know and I'll do another one. But for now, that's all. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe below, and I'll see you guys again in another video.